think we're going to see a similar story in the future from Rockstar, and in the sense that something will happen, but whether that's related to like a protagonist dying, I don't really think so. I think it's going to be more to do with like we're given choices to do something within the story that affects the way the story turns out. I don't think it's going to be a case of like Lucia dies or Jason dies. I think it'd be a case of we have to make a choice where maybe Brian dies, and maybe somewhere throughout the story, Lucia starts betraying Jason, or maybe they'll do the thing in the fourth wall where
Fourth wall.
we as a player, yeah, but where we don't know if Lucia's betraying Jason. Like Lucia's doing a load of missions and we're making her do a load of stuff.
Wow, that's a
Um,
good one. I like
or
that.
or the other option is we see a cutscene with Jason and a gang, and we find out Lucia's doing a mission for the gang, but she doesn't know her mission is putting Jason in danger. So we have to do this mission as Lucia, where it could end up with like Jason getting captured or killed, but we still have to do it, and Lucia doesn't know if like that's something that we've seen a lot. And I think when I did that interview with Alex Hernandez, the actor for Lincoln Clay in Mafia, he said something quite interesting about this as well, where movies and films that there's a disparity between what the player knows or the viewer knows and what the character knows. That's usually really good because you're engrossed in something that you can see coming, but the character you're playing as can't see coming. And I think that's looking at the writing style for Rockstar and how it's evolved with Red Dead. I think that would be their logical next step.
Yeah, that's an interesting take. I think when, like you said, like introducing like a fourth wall or something like that, where us as the player, we don't know what's going on. I think that's an interesting thing to. I don't know if that's really been ever done in a game, or has it? Maybe it has. I don't know.
No, not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
It's been done loads in movies. In fact,
Yeah.
there's a form of that in nearly every single movie, where we have a different set of context than the main character has. Nekwa just put in chat. Is this the Cybervice comeback? Will you both be making GTA 6 online content together? Yes, we will. GTA 6 online content. We actually have, so we do have a channel sat there ready and waiting for when GTA 6 comes out, where we're going to be posting online content together. Where myself and Project Vice are going to be doing online playthrough stuff and stupid challenges, and so that channel's there and waiting. So we'll have content on our own channels, and we'll also have content on the joint channel. So, but we'll talk about that close to the time. It's sat there ready and waiting. So
Exactly.
hopefully by then I'll have an editor that we can like bring in for that channel, so we can still get content out on our main channel.
Yeah, no, that would be awesome. Echoing Cyberboy, and that's something that we have plans for. Obviously, once the game does launch and when eventually online does launch, be seeing a lot of content from us, especially on that channel. But more on that when it gets closer to the date, of course. But what was I going to ask you something now? I forgot exactly what I was going to ask you. I hate when that happens. It will come back.
Yeah.
What is someone saying in the chat? Riaz, what if Jet say there's something happens in the world that causes Leonardo to go into lockdown? Am I reading that right?
I think no, yeah, it's Let's, not Jets.
Let's
let you off.
Sorry. It looked like because there was a comma in front of the L, so I thought it looked like a J. Okay, no, it's Let's. Sorry, I'm just stupid.
I read it as Jets as well.
I'm stupid.
I think that's so I think that the pandemic might be referenced in the game. I don't think it'll be in the game. I don't think there'll be a lockdown, but I think there might be a little jab on a radio station about the lockdown or pandemic, or there'll be either jokes about like anti-vaxxing or vaxxing or whatever. I think there'll be some references to that. I don't think they'll go into it in a big theme because, to be honest, it's they will definitely reference it because it was a big part of like Rockstar's just satirical takes on modern day culture, isn't it? And that's a big part of. I mean, I don't know what happened, but since the pandemic and now, time goes faster.
Yeah, it's weird. It
is so weird.
Yeah.
I was 22 when the pandemic broke out. I'm turning 28 this year. What? When did that happen?
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Like, I even think
Yeah.
personally for myself, like 2020, 2021, yeah, a bit of 2022, but yeah, like those years pretty much for everyone. Like, yeah, a lot of those years, especially for a lot of people, it's been taken away. You know, milestones, birthdays, stuff like that. It sucks. Like, I know even for myself, like I didn't really have like a proper like 21st birthday. Like that just sucked.
Yeah.
So like things like that, and there's way worse things than just my example. But like, yeah, it's a sucky thing to, you know, and you can't go back. Don't have a DeLorean
Well,
from Back to the Future. You can't go back.
it's really weird as well because it's like, do you know when usually people like they'll become of age and then they'll do their driving tests and stuff like that. Well, all of that stopped. So there's like a whole weird time period where some people just weren't able to get a driving license or do a driving test. So there's about 5% less new drivers on the road in the UK because of the pandemic. And obviously it's not a big serious thing, but it's weird that like people had to start university later, or they had to do university fully online, which is not something that's ever been done before. So there's like a whole different way of living that's come out of the pandemic that people weren't really expected for. And I think Rockstar would definitely have some satire on that whole scenario because that is like unprecedented. That pandemic, nothing ever happened like that in the world before. I mean, since maybe like the Black Plague, but do you know the big charts that you can bring
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
like
yeah.
S tier, S tier through?
That's your next video, right? Your next video, we just broke it
Yeah,
here. Broke it here. Spoiler alert. That's the next video that's coming out on Cyberboy's
spoiler.
channel.
Yeah, was the Spanish flu really that bad?
Was it really that bad? Man, I reckon you could make another channel, like a third channel we could talk about. So I reckon you'd do good with that.
What, like cyber flu?
Cyber flu. Cyber flu, cyber pandemic. It actually sounds pretty cool. Cyber pandemic. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. I'm going to keep that one in the bank.
Or
I'm just gonna
cyber
crop up
or
later.
cyber COVID. Cyber COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Or cyber corona. Cyber corona.
No, COVID boy. COVID boy.
COVID boy. Oh, it's great. It's great.
Sicky boy.
Sicky boy. Dear
Ebola
me.
boy.
Ebola boy. Oh, that's great. That's great.
Oh, I
That's
forgot about Ebola. Ebola was a good one. I mean,
Ebola,
bad,
yeah. Ebola. I was thinking about that was a year before the swine flu, I think. 09, I think it was. I'm pretty
Was
sure.
it 09? I thought it was.
No, I think it was
Hang
09.
on, I thought it was more recent than that.
No,
When was Ebola?
I think it was 09.
No, 2014.
Really? Oh, 5 years off.
2014 to 2016.
Well, the swine
Ebola
flu
was.
must have been 09 to 10, I think, then.
Yeah, because I remember it was like a big thing on the internet. If
Yeah.
you didn't like someone, you just said they had Ebola.
Jesus Christ.
It was just like that. That's what every Call of Duty lobby was. Like, yeah, but your nan's got Ebola.
It's crazy, isn't it? We're gone from the days of like, people throwing crap in the Modern Warfare chats on. If probably a lot of you guys may be out there in the chat, may be too young for this, but I know Cyberboy would know, and even myself back in the day, being a COD fan back in the day. That's something else we could get into even on this live stream about COD's downfall. But
Yeah.
Those multiplayer lobbies were absolutely crazy back in the day. Like, they were insane. Like, the things people were saying in those lobbies, and the things, nowadays of how soft the world is today. Like, yeah, and how PC it is. It's crazy, isn't it? Like, you think back to that. And
The thing is, people keep talking about like that we don't understand Vietnam. We weren't there. I was in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby. That was way more violent than any war. Do you know how many people apparently slept with my mum? Like, the amount of people.
Mate, me too, mate. It was crazy. It's you think back to those times and that going on, and like now, everything's gone so soft. But so I think you're referring to this one, the Sweet Lifeblood of Ambrosia. Vote Aaron Henshaw. Is that the one you're referring to, my friend?
Yeah, that's definitely the one. That's definitely the one he's talking about.
Yeah. Interesting. You want to go first, and then I'll provide some color.
Yeah.
Commentary?
Yeah, I think so. If you right, this is about to get political, guys, and I'm sorry about that. So I think this screenshot is a political comment from Rockstar. Now, just very quickly, I want to give everyone some context. Rockstar released one screenshot for every week it's been since between trailer one and trailer two. They did that intentionally to make sure as a kind of, hey, here's one screenshot for every week you've been waiting. Now, the other thing to notice is every single shot in the trailer is from a location that was in the 2022 leaks. And that's why at the start of the trailer, Jason says he's just fixing some leaks because the whole trailer, the whole point of the trailer is to go back through and address every single one second. So the whole point in the trailer was to actually go through and address every single individual thing that we saw in the 2022 leaks. So the whole point was to say, hey, here's some problems. We're going to fix these leaks. We're going to fix this thing, fix that thing. So if you go and look at the 2022 leaks, you'll see every single location you saw in the trailer. That's why the trailer was the length it was. It's why the scenes were cut the way they were. It's fully intentional. Now, this screenshot here has a few different things going on in it. Firstly, we've got this isn't addressing the leaks. This screenshot here is actually addressing some of the political commentary around Grand Theft Auto. So for the past couple of years, we've seen the left and right talking about Grand Theft Auto 6, making it divisive. That's where all of this woke stuff and all of this woke shit has come up. So we've seen it's been pretty divisive. And this is Rockstar in this screenshot showing that Rockstar are showing that they're taking the piss out of both. So on the left, we've got the conservative signs for a politician, and that politician's also being funded by oil companies. Now, Project Vice, if you just scroll up on that screenshot to the top of it, because it's a bit cut off at the moment, just
Hold
move
up.
it up a
Yep.
little bit.
Are you talking about this one up the top here?
Yeah, keep going up.
The proud allies
See
of
that sign
diversity.
there? So that there is also taking a jab at some of the social commentary that's happened around the GTA community, and that's Rockstar taking the piss out of corporate America for using like people being gay and all of that stuff as a like a marketing tool. So Rockstar have basically this screenshot here is taking a jab at both sides of the political spectrum. In some cases, probably more at the right, but there's loads of things in here such as that which are more a reference to how things have become a bit gay in marketing. And that's
Love that.
so that's is this screenshot is more of a social commentary, and I think they're gonna have a conservative member of parliament, or not member of parliament, whatever you call it in the US, a state senate, whatever it is. They're gonna have someone running for president or mayor that's conservative leaning, and the whole point of that is to take the piss out of current modern day America, because that's what every Grand Theft Auto game is, full satire on America. So yeah, that's what I think about the image. Hopefully that explains to anyone in chat.
That was very well explained, and I will not be probably explaining it as well as that. But I will say, like, I'll provide my thoughts on it, and I'll say that my thoughts in regards to these signs and about, you know, the political things going on in that you see with the signs to the left here, and not only just that advertisement, that billboard up at the top, but even to the right, like you can see things about obviously the American flags and stuff. But I do think that there is going to be potentially, I would say, some propaganda, whether it is leaning left or leaning right, and maybe we might have political campaigns in GTA 6. That might be a likely scenario.
Yeah, I think that maybe
That's
at
my
some
thoughts
point
on it.
in
What
the
do you think? What do you
story
think of
we
that? Do you
have.
think we're going to see political campaigns?
Yeah, well, I think that maybe at some point the politics does come into the game. Maybe we have to do a mission for someone who's being paid off by a local MP or something. Is that the name Aaron Henshaw appears throughout the trailer, and I think three occasions. No, not on the trailer. Once in the trailer, twice in the artwork. So I think maybe it's that.
Yeah, and we also see, is it the banner up at the top right here? Is that right? Yeah, the little, just can't get it. Ugh.
Yeah.
It was to say, vote Aaron. It says Aaron. No, it just says Aaron Henshaw's the right choice for Ambrosia. Right. Okay. Yeah. So that's interesting. Thanks for the. I don't know who mentioned that in the chat earlier, but yeah, that's an interesting pickup there. Very interesting pickup.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it's a thing is though, that's like one thing out of one screenshot. There's so much
Yeah.
stuff that Rockstar have put into all of these screenshots that
Mm.
a lot of people say all of this stuff means nothing. It doesn't. I've spoke to people that formerly worked at Rockstar, and they worked in marketing. All of this stuff is thought out to military levels of precision when they put this stuff out there,
Yeah.
because the only reason that they don't need to drop a trailer every week is because as a community we are so willing to dive into every single individual detail. Um, and it's the thought that goes into these screenshots, the thoughts that goes into their trailers that make that possible.
Yeah, but that's what makes Rockstar unique. You know, anything they put on screen, anything they show, there's always an intent. There's a purpose. There's a reason as to why they've added something in, which for the most time leads to something, whether it's within the game or whatever. So, yeah, like I said, very cool pickup. Actually, I got a question for you, and that is, do you think that we're going to be seeing? And let me bring it up here because of this. Hang on one sec. We're right here.
Bro's got the graphics going.
That's right. That's right. I do. Yeah. Do you think, based off this, because this one's based off the real life State Providence Park within Georgia. Do you think we're going to be seeing Gloriana at the start or featured within the game at all?
Next question.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, I think I think I don't know. It's really hard to say. Right, a good example is a lot of number plates in GTA 5.
Mm-hmm.
They have San Andreas on them because it's in the state of San Andreas. Leonida is a state within itself, but there's a lot of number plates that have Gloriana on it, which is clearly a different state. Now, to be clear, a lot of people in Florida register their vehicles in Georgia, and the reason for that is if it's a company vehicle, you get a reduced corporation tax by having your business registered in Georgia as opposed to being registered in Florida.
Right.
So there is a lot of cars in Florida with Georgia number plates, and it's always just been the case. Also, a lot of people drive down from Georgia and go to Florida. So I think that's a possibility that it's just that. But I feel like Rockstar's put so much emphasis on it, especially with like actual pictures of vehicles with Gloriana written in big letters on it. I think there's probably another state. And I think because everything we keep hearing, like even in the first promotional artwork they dropped, it was Leonida and beyond.